Hey, Artist Savoli. Today we're going to talk about pencil pressure. The reason why I want to have you do these exercises is because I want you to be able to have conscious control of what kind of lines you draw. When you vary the thickness and pressure of the line that you're drawing, it can do a lot to really enhance your drawing. So I want you to do a little conscious practice on control here and get a look at what kind of effect it can create. We're just going to take a sheet of our regular printer fancy drawing paper, and we'll divide it up once down the middle and a couple times across to get 6 pieces. And you notice that I've labeled this one pencil pressure 11-2. Would you be so kind as to do that so I know what it is when I'm receiving it? Thank you. I will give you guys credit for this as an assignment, by the way, so please make sure you do it. All right, the upper box there, I just divided into 4. You can pick any box you want, but I chose that one. We're just going to start by trying to draw an even spiral. Just keep them the same distance apart as you go around. Try and be smooth. Try not to use differing pressure. Just try to keep the pressure the same all the way around on the pencil. Now for my second one, I tried to draw as lightly on the left and as hard on the right with as much pressure on the right as I could. And you can see it makes a big difference. Now the lines are considerably different from one side to the other. It starts to create almost like a dimensionality, doesn't it? Pick a different direction for the other 2 boxes. Upper left, bottom, wherever you like, and do 2 more that have their own directions. Then we'll work with some straight lines. You noticed again, this is not ruler perfect. Be as neat as you want to be. I just wanted you to see an example of what I'm talking about this morning. So we went from heavy to light, we went from light to heavy, and then I went horizontally, heavy to light, light to heavy. This one here, you can see we just filled our space with a pattern diagonally or vertically. And I made either the lower or the upper loops be the heavy ones. And again, that gives you kind of a cool dimensional look, kind of adds some depth to it right away. Here I went thick, thin, thick, or the opposite. I started with a thin line, thickened it, and then went thin again in the middle. There's some diagonal straight lines that do that too. You get some interesting effects out of that. Yeah, I know, it's not very neat, I know. But what we've done here in the final bottom box is we have just taken a diagonal corner and said the lines coming from this side and corner are going to be heaviest. The lines coming from this side and corner are going to be the heaviest. These lines will be the heaviest coming from here, and these lines will be the heaviest coming from here. And that's how those came to be like they are. Maybe just do some curved lines and decide one corner is going to be the heavy corner. The last thing would just be to draw some simple shapes like some circles or some little jelly beans or triangles or squares or whatever, and see what you get when you make one side much heavier than the other side. You really do get a sense of some kind of a depth or the ones with the circles almost look like the openings in a piece of Swiss cheese to me. I don't know what you're thinking, but again, just make a few little shapes and finish up your drawing like that. I hope by the time you finish this, you're a little bit more, just thinking a little bit more about the pressure you use when you're doing a drawing, because it really does make a difference. All right, see you guys in class.